y'all. This is a quick live because I did a talk last week on some of the newer features in Java from Java 9 through 14. And I got some really, really good questions, a lot of which I didn't know the answer to at the time. And I still don't know the answer to some of them. So that's what I want to do in this stream is just go through those questions and I'm just going to figure out the answers and then I'll update this blog post with the Q&A from that. All right, so let me see. The first question I got that was interesting was, can switch expressions work with more than one assignment? All right, so I'm going to go to that coding project that I used. And let's find where switch expressions. Yes, impromptu live. You see, I'm just out here just jumping on now. All right. Let's see. Let me find the test. And switch expression is here, I believe. Yes. All right. So the question again was, can switch expressions work with more than one assignment? And by that, I assume they mean something like string ID and maybe string, let's just say customer ID. Let's say we had two variables and they both were going to get the same thing. Let's see if we can say equals. Oh, I don't have to say string twice. Okay, that compiles. So it looks like, yes, you can do assignment, switch expression assignment with more than one variable. So that's good to know. So let me just copy this so that I can put it in my blog post. All right, so wait, that's one question down. Is it possible, this is the next question, is it possible to define builders inside of records? Okay, let's go to our record. And inside of these curly braces, I explained in the talk, you can do whatever you want. Let me put these over here. It's funny, I had a tweet last night basically saying how I like these two things on their own line so I can, look how nice that is so I can see what goes in the middle. Otherwise, look at this. And then if I start writing here, it's just, mm-mm. So let me put that over there. All right. Okay, builders. Let's see. So the thing about records is that these fields are final. Int ID, custom ID, type balance, all of those fields are final. So there's no like setters in here because it doesn't make sense to set anything. I don't think that you like I don't know what you would get a builder for, but builder pattern is where you're doing something like public, and you return the same thing, and you could say like with ID string. You know what I'm saying? So since it's final, like there's nothing to do here. Like I can't say this dot ID equals ID, basically, the error is going to say like, yeah, exactly. Oh, it's an int. Hold on. um, but it's going to probably say, yeah, can't assign a value. So I don't know what you would use a builder for unless it was not for these fields. Like it was something else that you were building, which doesn't seem to make much sense. So I'm going to go ahead and say probably no, that doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. And let me grab this example. Um, Unless one of y'all could think of like a good example, I cannot. I mean, where's my restream? What's this? Oh, hide that. I don't see y'all no more. Okay, here y'all go. All right. Yeah, I can't think of a good reason why I would want to put a builder in there. I can't think of a use case. So I'm gonna say no. Okay, next question. Can I use overloading with records? All right. So let's say uh let's say something like this. Public void get um get I'm gonna just make something up. Type imbalance, right? And let's say I return some kind of thing here. So return um type plus uh I don't know, I'm just making this up. And then balance. Can I do that? All right. So that's I've made my new method in here. Now let's say I want to overload this. Just copy this. And we'll say give us the eliminator or something. Instead of this, let's just say the eliminator. All right. So there I've overloaded some method that I had up in here. So that seems to work just fine. Let's say that I wanted to, let's see if I can even extend. I don't even know if I can do that. If you can extend from another class and then overload some inherited method. Let's see. So let's make a new class here called accounts mom. I'm so silly. All right. So let's see if we can extend from accounts mom. Is that a thing? Okay, it doesn't like that. No extends clause allow for records, so you cannot inherit. It does not seem like. Okay, that's very interesting. Um, let me make sure. So you can't extend from a class. Let's see if you can. What? Oh, let's see if you can extend from a record. Cannot inherit from mom. Oh, so it looks like the record itself is final. Because look how it said from final accounts mom. So not only the fields, it looks like the record itself is final. So I cannot inherit. Okay, so let's just copy this little example, this here, and let the people know you can't do this. Cannot do this. All right. Um, and let me make a little note. Records. Records are final, so cannot be extended, and records cannot inherit from other classes. What was the error? When this was a class. Let me see. There's a different error. So no extends clause. Okay. All right. So no extends clause. Let me copy this. Tip for people who like to write blog posts or thinking about blog posts. If you can put in the exact error message, people search error messages when they get them because a lot of times they're kind of cryptic, right? Um, and so if you put that in your blog post, you become the place where people go. So I'm going to put these little messages in here. So if anybody gets this and they don't understand what it means, they can Google it and they'll be brought to my site where I'll give them the info. All right, bet. Okay, so that doesn't work. What's the next question? The next question is, can records implement interfaces? I'm going to say no based on what we've already learned, but let's just double check. Okay, and then implements accounts mom. All right. Instance field not allowed in record. That I wasn't expecting that error. What instance field is not allowed in record? That doesn't make sense. Let me see. Um. Okay, let's just do this. Let's cut everything else off of here and just have like this little blank record. Let me see what happens then. Why are you still barking? I commented it out. All right. Oh, hold on. This is still here. Why is this even here? Oh, that's the curly brace for that. All right. Okay, so it says curly brace expected, class or interface expected. This is an interface, right? And maybe this doesn't go here? I don't know. Record has no header declared. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this goes here. Ah, look at that. So I have to put that at the end. All right, hold on a second. Let's put this stuff back here. And this looks like this must go at the bottom. So boom, boom, and then here it looks like where I might put the thing. No, that didn't work either. Class or interface expected. Oh, maybe it goes before the curly braces. Okay, here. Ah, okay. So that seems legal. Interesting. Okay, let's put something in here like some method. Let's say uh mom's method. Um Valid method declaration. So the type, let's just say void mom's method. And then in here, I guess I'm supposed to implement that, right? So um public void mom's method. Hmm. I would have thought no. So the answer to this is yes. And we have an example where the implements must go after the instance variables. So let's copy this guy. Very, very interesting. Can implement interfaces. Now I'm wondering if I just didn't do the other thing right when I was trying to extend. So let's just double check this one more time. Public class counts mom, and then extends. Let's just see. I don't think that changes anything, but I just want to double check. Yeah. Okay. All right. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Can you do serialization with records? Yes. So let me delete all this stuff. You can do serialization with records. You just can't do like you can't call the setters. For example, here. Oh, I didn't make one. All right. What's my expected? Ah, so for this, this is me. This is me deserializing it. But let's say I wanted to create an account. What am I comparing this to? Get accounts. Okay. So, all right. Okay. So to serialize it, I would just basically do like I already would do with a class. So I could say expected account equals new account. See? And this account is actually a record. Oh, look at that. This this is a record. Public account records. When I hover this, it says public class account. That's interesting. I wonder if that's like a bug because this is a preview feature. So I can say ID, all the things basically. So this would be me serializing this, and oh, ID is I think an int, right? So whatever. One is all this stuff an int. Okay. All right. And checking. All right. So this would be the serialization of that, right? And then I could take um this expected account and I can send this off as payload to an API. So as part of the request. So you can do the serialization of it just same way you would with any other thing. All right. So let's copy this for the blog post. All right. Let's see what other questions. Was typecasting made easier in newer versions of Java? All right. So there was a new thing that I knew of. Instance of has changed. Instance of Java. I think in might have been 14, Java 14. Let's look at Java 14. Pattern matching, yes. So this I'm gonna go to I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's notable in the Java community. That's mean. This guy got the first slot. Look how we do with celebrity culture, right? Um okay, sorry y'all. I've been ignoring y'all. Let me see. Y'all got some questions. What are you doing? I did a talk this week or last week, maybe. I don't know. All the days are running together at this point. But I've done a talk recently on the new features in Java 9 through 14, the ones that I've been using and my favorite ones. And at the end of that talk, there were a lot of great questions. Some of them I knew, but a lot of them I didn't know the answer to. So, I was just like, I don't know. Here's what I think, but I don't want to leave it like that or just what I think. So I'm basically going through those questions and experimenting and getting the correct answers for people. All right. You from DC, huh? No way. I'm from New Orleans. I live in California now. Is this Python? This is Java. Java. Eureka Moments Live is a beautiful thing. I know, right? And hello, hello. All right, so let's learn about pattern matching. Okay, so this one basically, let's see, it's saying, is this object an instance of string? Here's an example that doesn't use pattern matching, all right? And then let's see how pattern matching can help. Introduces a pattern variable with the instance of operator. So if the condition is true, the pattern variable binds to the variable being compared. Oh, avoiding the need for explicit casting to use its members. All right. So, ah, all right. So before you would have to write the code like this, you would have to say, is this object an instance of this other type of object? And if this is true, then you would say, okay, here's the typecast. So I'm basically saying S is a string. I'm typecasting this or casting object to string. But this pattern matching. So here instead of object instance of string, I say object instance of string variable name. So this does 2 for 1. This basically does line 5 and line 6 combined together to say, if it is an instance of, then go ahead and cast S to string and then do whatever you want to do. That's nice. Okay, so the question was typecasting made easier in newer versions of Java? The answer is yes. In Java 14. So I did tell them something about, I was like something instance of, but I didn't know like how instance of worked in Java 14. So this just came out in March. Instance of, yes. Instance of. And I'll point them to this blog post. Very nice. Let's see if, and then there's like more Asian too. Okay. That's nice. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right. And what other questions? Last question. Is there a new feature for bulk API methods? I don't know. I know that Java HTTP client got some love. I don't know which version. Is it 11? Exploring the new, look at this. Exploring the new HTTP client in Java 9 and Java 11. Okay. I don't know anything about doing like, I don't even know what that means, bulk API methods. The methods are like get, post. When they say bulk, do they mean like do multiple methods in like one request? Is that what that means? I don't know. I'm gonna just point them to this and say I don't know what you're talking about, but here's some new stuff. Let's see what happened here. So Java provided only this API, which is low level, not user friendly. Right. And then we all start using other stuff. um so now HTTP2 support sync and async request methods. A builder. Nice. We can define a method with our request, which our request will use by calling one of the methods from the builder. Oh, I need to play with this. This looks nice. Look at this. Wow. And then what you do? So I've been using like rest assured to do my calls. More than just doing the calls, it helps me a lot with getting the response and parsing through it and stuff. But that's clean. All right. All parameters required. Sometimes you need to add additional params. Yeah. Headers. Wow, this is clean. Look at that, y'all. Y'all knew this was out here? When did this come out? I wonder if this came out in the 11. Setting the timeout, setting the body. That thing clean. You might have to do a little recipe on this one. Little Wednesday. I'm so inspired by you. Oh, thank you. New to testing, but really want to do some work on testing. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. Let's see. This thing is nice. I still don't know about the wow, the bulk stuff he was talking about, but this thing is slick. I think somebody asked me about sync and async too. In the questions. This is great. All right, so I'm gonna add this to the post. Oh, look at this. Okay, the response object. This is the part because I want to know if I don't need to use rest assured anymore. The response object has other useful methods. Okay, body returns a full response. The type depends on the body handler parameter. Okay, assert that. I want to see some assertions with that, with stuff from the body. That's what. Okay, y'all, we adding this to the menu. We might look at this in one of our upcoming recipe streams because this thing is calling my name. All right. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna play with this and see if we could do the assertions that we want to do. Cause he doing some little light work in here, but you know how we do. This is this is nice. Okay. So this is the body stuff. Wow, y'all, we've been sleeping on this. Or maybe y'all knew about it, but I've been sleeping on it. Okay. Oh, that was wow. That's the best thing I learned today. All right, so we'll copy this and put this in the thing too. All right, so oh, I keep your video for my first priority in a few weeks when we'll start projects on testing. Yeah, go to Test Automation University, and we have a lot of free courses there. All the courses are free. We have really great content there. So I teach some as well as other people in the industry. But I vet all of the instructors. I make sure the content is top quality. So definitely check that out. All right, y'all. So I think we've answered all of the questions. I am going to basically add this stuff to my blog post. Thank y'all for hanging out with me right quick. All right. Y'all take care. Any final questions before I say bye bye? All right. I'll see y'all next Wednesday for cooking. And I don't know, we got a couple of things on the plate. We got this HTTP stuff. We have PDF. Somebody asked for that. And somebody asked for basically working with databases within your code. So that's 3 different recipes. I don't know which one I'll go with for next week, but we'll see. All right. All right. Y'all take care. Bye.